Hi, I trust we're good. I trust we are dominating and influencing our world as we should. Of course, we know one of the things we do in dominate and influence is we try to coin out leadership principles from the Bible. Recently, I found a story of Elisha and the King of Aram. So the King of Aram was always battling with the Israelites. So God raised Elisha to always tell the Israelites the plans of the King of Aram. So eventually the King of Aram discovered it and sent his troops to arrest Elisha. So when the troops went to arrest Elisha, Elisha's servant discovered that the King of Aram's troops were arriving, so he went back to Elisha to inform him. But Elisha was calm and he told his servant not to worry, but his servant was still under pressure. So Elisha had to pray for the servant's eyes to be opened, that is, his spiritual eyes to be opened, so that he would see the horses with fire around them. Okay, so when the servant saw the horses, he became calm too. Okay, so now this is the principle. Of course, we are in a period where the COVID-19 has disrupted most of the things we do, and most of the people we lead are confused, are perplexed, are under pressure. But as leaders, we have to be calm, just like Elisha. Okay, we have to be calm. But in as much as we know we have to be calm, our subordinates, are the people we lead, also calm? Of course, we know most of them might not be calm, but then as leaders, we need to be able to open the eyes of our subordinates, the eyes of the people we lead, so that they can see why we are calm. Okay, so that they can see the strategies we have in place. Okay, now how do we do this? We always, as leaders, we have to have these strategies in place. All right, remember Elisha had the horses around him, the horses with fire around him. That was why the servant saw it and became calm. So what do we have to show the people we lead for them to be calm? Okay, so we also need strategies in this era, whether after this era or in this era. Of course, a lot of things would disrupt our activities. All right, so we need strategies to show our subordinates, our followers, for them to be calm. I'll tell you a story. I remember back then when we were about to go for a drama presentation. Of course, we know leadership is not all about the office, the business. Okay, we also lead in different spaces. So when we're about to go for this drama presentation, 3 of the artists didn't show up. Okay, so my guys came to me and they were like, Kingsley, these guys didn't show up. What are we going to do? I noticed they were under pressure, but I had to calm them down. Okay, how I was able to re-strategize. I was able to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. You are going to act this, you're going to act this part, you're going to act this, you're going to take up this character. Okay, so we're able to quickly rehearse, and guess what? They became calm because they knew the situation was under control, and we went to present the drama and we delivered. Okay, so as leaders, we need to be calm in every situation, and for us to be calm in that situation, we need a strategy. So when the people we lead run to us, we need to be calm, and for us to be calm, we need that strategy so that they can also be calm. Now remember, calmness is key in leadership. All right, but we need a strategy to propel that calmness. All right, we need a strategy. We need a strategy to be able to make the people we lead calm. If not, you would tell them to be calm, you will keep telling them to be calm, but they won't be calm. Why? Because they haven't seen any reason to be calm. Okay, so as we go about our activities as leaders, let us be able to remain calm in every situation by having a strategy, all right, to overwhelm and to override that pressure, so that the people we lead would also be calm in that situation. Remember, you also have to be able to ensure that the people you lead see that strategy and understand that strategy to remain calm. Okay, so guys, I would have to stop here. Remember what I always say, these things are just the little basics of the principle. We also have to practice them. We also have to read more on them and practice them so that we can dominate and influence our world. Now remember, the Holy Spirit will teach us all things, including the strategies we need to remain calm. So do not forget, always remember to look up to the Holy Spirit for direction. Remember, He will teach us all things. Alright, I would have to stop here. But before I go, as usual, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, remember to follow me on Instagram, and also remember to send me a friend request on Facebook. Let us keep the conversation going. Okay, and until I come your way next time, always remember to dominate and influence your world. Safe.